Hey there, it's Pastor John. I'm here to bring you this week's Children's Time for Open Door Church's worship. And this week I am recording in a hallway and we're going to kind of take a field trip. So my camera is going to be a little shaky, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a home. And there are all different kinds of homes, right? There's the kind we live in, there's the kind that we may feel at home in a place, and we might say we feel comfortable there because we feel at home. And then we have the house of God, which is the church. At least that's kind of one of the ways that we describe it. So I'm going to show you some pictures, different houses that Salem First United Methodist Church has been in over the many years it's been in existence. So the first one is this one. And it actually kind of looks like a house a little bit, doesn't it? Kind of like a log cabin. And that was their very first house that the Salem First United Methodist Church lived in as a congregation. And then this was a building that members of this congregation helped build, and that's where Willamette University started. It was in this building, just like that. That was the home for the university. And then Salem First United Methodist Church built this building, and that was their second home for the congregation. And then it was this one. And some of you probably recognize this one. This is the one that we're in right now, and it's a pretty cool place. It's a very, very tall building, isn't it? And we call it our home. And then things were added to. There was a section built onto the back of the building. And so that was the next part, and that became part of the home. Just like sometimes people add on to their houses. That's what happened here. And then there was a change in the house. See? You can see that it looks a little bit different if you've been inside of our building. You know that it doesn't look quite like this anymore. But there was a change, and they changed it so that it looks like this, which is a little bit different. Okay? So sometimes people remodel their homes, right? Yeah. And then you can see in this picture, sorry about the reflection there, you can see in this picture that there's a new building. See right here? This is all new, and it was attached on, and that is where our offices are, and Sunday school classes, and all different kinds of stuff like that. You can see there's a truck parked right here, but there's no parking space there anymore. It's changed a little bit over the years. Yeah, and then later on, the church bought the building next door, and we call this the Micah Center. And that became part of our house too. And that's where the Micah worship service is. And we have a band that plays there, and it's kind of a cool place. But you see, over the years, there have been many homes, and they've all changed over the years. But do you know what hasn't changed? What hasn't changed is that the people who live in those homes, the people who worship God in those homes, and God who resides here. We always say that it's God's house because this is a place where we go and we find that God is always there waiting for us. So, anytime you're here or in any of our churches with the Open Door Churches, I want you to feel welcome. We all do. We want you to feel like you always are at home in the church. All right? Bye now. I'll see you again soon.